Tech Sideline is presented by First Bank and Trust Company, the bank that puts you first. They can meet your banking and financing needs for personal, agricultural, business, commercial, mortgages, and so much more. Visit firstbank.com to learn more.
Virginia Tech men's basketball's 25-26 season tipped off Monday night with a win over Charleston Southern, and we have a special guest on this Tuesday morning, Hokies head coach Mike Young. That's coming up on TSL Podcast episode 451, which starts right now. We're recording on Tuesday, November 4th, 2025 from the Tech Solutions studio in the Virginia Tech Corporate Research Center. If you're watching on YouTube, remember to like, subscribe, and refer the show to a friend. I'm your host, David Cunningham, Tech Sideline's managing editor. To my left is Chris Coleman, our lead analyst and columnist. Behind the scenes producing is Nick Brown, Tech Sideline's director of media. And across the way is our special guest, Virginia Tech men's basketball head coach Mike Young. Thank you for joining us.
David, pleasure to be with you, buddy. Thanks for what you guys do.
How do you like the new set?
I love the new set. I'm blown away, actually. I knew it was there had been some changes, but I tip my cap to you guys. You've done a really nice job. This is good. As we were talking about, I'm afraid I'm going to fall asleep in these chairs. These chairs are comfortable. Yes, they are.
Your team beat Charleston Southern 98-67 on Monday night in Castle Coliseum. What are your thoughts a day after the game?
We have a long way to go, but you know, as I've known for quite some time, we've got the makings of a really good basketball team. You know, we had some great moments in spots. We had some poor moments in spots, but plenty to work on as we move ahead and turn our attention to the Friars of Providence.
You got 20 and 12 from Toby Lawal last night, 19 and 13 from Amani Hansberry. What impresses you about that front court that you?
I think they complement one another well, Chris. They can both step away and shoot it. Toby did not get one down last night. Amani got a couple down. I thought Amani was really, really good. Toby was really, really good. But just good basketball players. And I think as we move ahead, that's only going to improve with that chemistry with those two men. I think David or somebody said last night, maybe it was Carter's, we were walking into the media room. It's the first time since 23 we've had two players reach a double-double in the same game. I don't think that'll be the last double-double we see from those two fellas.
Yeah, that was, I think, the 23 opener against Coppin State. It was Lynn Kidd and Sean Padula.
Yeah.
Speaking of double-doubles, in terms of points and rebounds in the same game, you have to go back to Mutz and Aluma in 2021 for the last time that happened. How might Amani and Toby be similar or different to that dynamic between Justin and Keve?
I've thought about that. You know how much I love Aluma and Mutz, and what a great pair. Compare Amani's passing to Mutz, one of the best front court passers I've had the privilege to coach. They're different, but there are certainly some similarities. At the end of the day, David, here's what the comment out. Mutz and Aluma were terrific together in a very special time for Virginia Tech basketball. Amani and Toby are special players. And we've got a lot to look forward to with those two guys, on that front line this year.
Amani attempted 9 threes last night. Your two primary centers last year only attempted 2 threes all season.
That's too many, Chris. Right. That's too many.
How does his skill set just change what you can do offensively?
Well, we knew going in, I thought he could have 20, and I said that in our practice leading up to the game yesterday afternoon. Because of how they guard, and others are guarding it this way. See it in the NBA a lot, or more now when people are in drop coverage and they're trying to grab their 5-man, any back cuts, any dribble penetration, which allows you to get the ball back onto the perimeter to Amani. I don't think he'd made a 3 in our 2 exhibition games, and he can really shoot it. So encouraged him, and he missed a couple. I think he was so open it surprised him a little bit. And he came over, for a timeout, a media timeout. I said, Don't turn one down. We all have great confidence in you. And then for him to see a couple go down in the second half was certainly encouraging.
Yeah, when I spoke to him after the game, he's like, I was shocked a little bit just as how open he was.
He's played a lot of college basketball. I'm not sure he's ever seen himself that open.
Some teams probably won't play as much drop coverage.
No, they won't.
And they'll decide to guard Hansberry on the three-point line. You've described him as a connector. I assume as teams press up on him more, those assist numbers might go up when he passes more.
They will. As people get more film and Providence will adjust some things, he's a gravity guy, all right? He does shoot the ball so well that that person guarding him will gravitate closer to him to negate, his catch and shoot threes. Now you got the world opens up for you. You've got a cut over here. You've got a two-man game over there, and he does a remarkable job, an uncanny job of getting all of that connected, and it's very hard to guard.
Besides those two guys, you had three others with 5+ rebounds last night. So Tyler Johnson, Jalen Bedford, Christian Zerdak. Seems like you're going to be a good rebounding team, obviously against a smaller team last night.
Yeah.
But it seems like you can rebound pretty well across the board this
Chris,
year.
I certainly hope that will be a strong suit for this team. They've got a nose for it. We got to do a better job of blocking out, give it a bit of a lost art. Kids just want to turn and go get the ball. Our technique can be better, but we've certainly spent an inordinate amount of time on it in the early going, as it's such a big part of any game. You got to rebound the ball, and you've got to limit them to one shot. You've got to get more opportunities on the offensive end. Tyler Johnson did a fantastic job. He's such a hustle, guy, and a guy that ball's on the ground, and I've got as much chance of getting it as the opponent. That 50-50 ball, we did a great job there last night. Tyler Johnson led the charge.
You have a number of natural rebounders, Amani, Toby, Tyler.
Yeah.
I know it's early, but do you feel like this has the potential to be one of your better rebounding teams at Virginia Tech?
I do. Jalen Bedford's a good rebounder from the guard spot. Now, you have some heartburn sending more than to the offensive glass because our transition defense is so important to us. And to be honest, full disclosure, we weren't great in that category in our two scrimmages. Much, much better last night. Now, Providence, on the other hand, they come at you in waves in transition. So, it'll be game to game, but we were able to get three of the offensive glass at times last night, and I thought that was helpful. Neo's a good rebounder with his length. Jaden Shute is doing a really nice job for us in that regard. So, big point of emphasis will continue to be as we move along.
9 assists and 1 turnover for Neo last night. What about his passing and vision are so unique, and how does being 6'9" maybe help him a little bit?
Tremendously. I mean, just sees over it. And any time, they're in something a little different, doubling a ball screen, doubling first pass. When he's got the ball, I don't think about it. He does such a good job of holding a defender with his eyes and spraying it back there. He had a couple last night that are uncommon. He makes it look very, very common, but an uncommon passer, an uncommon playmaker, and that certainly bodes well for the Hokies.
I'm sure there have been times in practice or in the game last night where he makes passes that normal people haven't necessarily made, and you might be questioning it, and then it plays out the right way.
No, I've seen it enough now. I know there's a plan in place. 9 assists, 1 turnover will help you win a lot of games. He's just good. He's as good as advertised. Still trying to find his groove here offensively. He will, but love coaching him. And certainly thankful we've got him on our team.
He signed his first professional contract when he was just 15 years old.
Yeah.
What's it like coaching a guy who's had top professional coaching since the age of 15 in one of Europe's best leagues.
You know what, Chris? That is top professional coaching too. He's a part of Panathinaikos' organization, which is a highly respected, club in Greece. He's played against men for a long time, so the physicality, the size of it, is not a shock to his system. There are some growing pains, if you will, with college basketball here. The physicality, the defenses are different, but like everything else, when you're dealing with Neo, he continues to make adjustments and fine tune some things, and is going to continue to get better and better for our team. We need him to score some. But I don't want him to feel like he's got to shoulder, a heavy burden. Needless to say, we got a number of guys that can ring the bell. But he's the one that facilitates it and one that gets everybody involved, and I feel very comfortable with that.
You have talked in the preseason about just how smart this group is, the IQs. What is Neil like to be around just day to day at practice and even in the film room? And what's he like as somebody who likes studying the game, a basketball junkie, if you will?
He's consumed by it. I don't want to say to a fault. That's what he does. He's a basketball player. That's what he wants to do for a career, and he'll have that opportunity. He immerses himself in the game, the finer points of the game, whether that be Euro Cup, whether it be the NBA, whether it be college basketball. A real student, has great thoughts, very thoughtful person during practice, during the course of the game. I had a couple of times last night when he had something he wanted to run, and both times they scored. I brought him over and said, "Now don't get too accustomed to calling the damn plays. I'll take." But I said that tongue in cheek. Obviously, he's. I don't think it's an embellishment to say he's a brilliant has a brilliant basketball mind. He does.
He had 29 minutes last night. Hammond had 23. Pasha had 12. And all three of those guys can play together as well.
Yep.
How much of a benefit is it to have multiple ball handlers like that for you?
Very much so. I've played a number of times in my career, Chris, with 2 point guards on the floor. That's 3 point guards. Pasha had some good moments. I can't a little loose with the ball at times, and that bothers me. But he's making progress. He's cognizant of the right play and willing to make the right play. That lineup will play together some, maybe more than some in particular games. 3 ball handlers, Ben shooting the fire out of it. Isaiah Pasha is really good getting the rim, getting fouled. He had a 15-foot jump shot last night. So I like the flexibility that this team offers us. I like the ability to mix and match some lineups. Tyler Johnson can move up to the 4 some in certain games. We need to get Toby off the floor. I'm hoping that Sincere Jones continues to come on and can help this team win. Played a little bit last night. He's a great person. I love having him here. Hard worker. That will work itself out as we go along.
I want to pause real quick for an ad read from our sponsor for this podcast, Rich Web. We'll be right back in just a second.
This episode of the Tech Sideline podcast is brought to you by Rich Web, your local provider of top-tier IT managed services. For 30 years, Rich Web has offered a comprehensive suite of cutting-edge solutions tailored to empower businesses of all sizes in today's digital age. From top-tier network engineering services, ensuring seamless connectivity and security, to our exceptional managed endpoint and cloud services, providing proactive maintenance and strategic optimization, we're dedicated to delivering excellence at every turn. Rich Web, driving enterprise IT. Visit richweb.com to learn more. Rich Web has proudly hosted TechSideline.com for over 2 decades.
You were complimentary of Jaden Shute and Ben Hammond after the game last night, saying they both had great preseasons, yet they both came off the bench. Is that something where it's just trying to find the right rotation balance?
You know, David, I've done it a long time. I'm not trying to soothe anybody's feelings. I don't care about that. I think I've got 7 starters, and that would certainly include Ben and Jaden Shute. And I'll bounce that around as we go along. I've never gotten real tied up on who starts. I'd be more concerned about who finishes. Mm-hmm. That's who you really believe in. That pardon me. That'll be game to game as we move along. I'm still trying to fine tune, lineups and who's been good with who hasn't been as good with whom. And those are analytics that we'll look at with our staff and nail that down here as we go along. We don't have enough of a sample size yet, obviously, but we will soon.
What makes Jalen Bedford such an impressive on-ball defender, and would you use him or Tyler Johnson to guard the other team's best perimeter player?
It depends on what kind of perimeter player it is. If he's a quick, shifty person like number 1 from Vanderbilt Saturday night against Providence, probably Jalen Bedford. Change the direction. Tyler is a good athlete, but more of a lumbers, and I don't say that disrespectfully, moves well, moving much better than he did a year ago. But Bedford's ability to stick his nose on the ball and defend, he's got to get better off the ball. He knows that. But he is an elite on-ball defender. He can really guard it. We'll need that on Saturday against the kid from Providence, who's capable of scoring 24, and we're giving you really a hard time.
Christian Gerdak played 15 minutes. He had 8 points and 5 rebounds. He's a true freshman, but he seems to fit in well so far. Is he physically ready for this level?
He's physically ready. Just a matter of seeing more plays, David. But you know what you're going to get. He's going to play really hard, and he's going to give you everything in his tank. That's something we'll have to work through. Dorn's, served his 1-game suspension, had nothing to do with off-the-floor issues, an NCAA issue, and his professional experiences in Germany before coming over. He'll be, alive and ready for action on Saturday. Again, I go back to trial and error and getting a few more games under us and see how that all shakes out. But it's a good problem to have. Christian Gerdak played a very good basketball game last night. Nose for the ball, made his fouls. I think he was 4 for 4 from the foul line. We shot our fouls. We didn't shoot our fouls very well at all in the 2 scrimmage. We shot them better last night. So we'll see how it works out.
Can he push Dorn, you think? I mean, I thought he looked good last night, but also looked good in the exhibition the week before, Gerdak, as far as his on-court production.
I think that's a fair assessment or a fair statement, Chris. I think he certainly might be able to test Antonio. I look forward to seeing Antonio with the lights on. His size, is certainly something that is a huge benefit. But again, time will tell.
We haven't seen Antonio play yet. How might he kind of factor into your equation?
He's going to factor in well. We should not have to double the post with him in the game just because of his sheer size, which allows us to stay at home, kids that can shoot it from the perimeter. He moves well. He's not, a heavy kid from inline to inline. He moves well. He's a monster. I mean, he's 7 foot tall, but he's got great hands. About the right stuff. Wants to help you win. And I can't tell you how pleased I've been with Antonio Dorn. I'm glad he's with us.
What's the strength and conditioning and nutrition program been like for those international imports, particularly a younger one like Abdalas?
I'm going to be more specific about Neo. It's literally like the kid played for 9 straight months without a true break. Now, it took about a week before he came over after the under-20 World Games in Greece, coincidentally. And his dad made him get away a little bit, go to the coast over there. And then when he came back, he came to us, Chris. Let me get this right. He came to us as 194 pounds, and he looked slender. He looked frail. David Jackson's the best in the business, and I was concerned about philosophy, in Europe and how that translates over here, and I don't want to put on all that weight. But to Neo's credit, he recognized to withstand the rigors of a basketball season and the physicality of a basketball season, I got to get going here with my body. David's done a remarkable job with him. The nutrition side of it with Savannah, a young lady that works for a team that's around all the time and has done a really, really good job for us. We've got it all hemmed up for all of our players, and again, very pleased with everything we have in place. But he's up to 212. Of course, here's Abdallas, 212.5 today, Coach. Make sure you get that 0.5 in there. If it's me, I'm going lower than that. But has embraced it, really embraced it. Likes being in the weight room, not afraid of it. Great listener. So he is reaping the benefits of a great nutritional program and certainly best in the business in David Jackson.
When you talk to, when you use, I say me, when I interview some international kids, sometimes they talk about how difficult it is, and just in terms of changing what they're putting in their bodies.
Yes,
because
diet's different.
What they're eating, what they are used to eating over in, say, Europe is much different from what they're consuming over here. Yeah, what is that like? Just, I don't know if you've encountered that with Antonio or Neo, but just international players over the years, and there's going to continue to be an influx of them, but just what it's like them having to adjust to what they're putting in their bodies.
I've heard Dorn say that that's been very different for him. Now they have more to eat over there than you could possibly imagine, but they're healthy eaters. They watch what they do. Dorn's a lean kid to be as big as he is. They're conscientious about what they put in their body. I don't know. Are they going to fast food at 10 o'clock at night? I certainly don't think so. It's just not how they think and how they've been raised. I will say this, David, and I made this point a couple of times. The three of us, the thought of me being dropped in Kalamata, Greece, and I've got to go to college. I've got to communicate in a different culture, different language. And I've got to play high level basketball. I'm not sure I could do it. And those two kids have come over here and embraced everything about Virginia Tech, everything about the U.S. and are doing just a great job.
You're going to keep recruiting internationally?
You darn right. You darn right. There's a variety of reasons, Chris, not to get too involved. They're really good players. You got to, like anything else here or wherever it might be in Africa, you got to get the right one. And you got to make sure that toughness box is checked. You got to make sure that the basketball IQ is checked. They're really skilled. I will say this, and I'm not being critical of the grassroots structure here in the States. Their youth basketball is better than ours. They teach it, they work on it, just in terms of the nuances of the game, stopping, pivoting, passing, cutting. They're sharp, and they not always, but a lot of times, the thought of coming to the U.S. and competing over here is quite appealing to them. Some want to stay, in the home country and play professional basketball, but we are more than excited about what these two kids bring. Yeah, we're going to go back. We're going to go back more.
I think you'll find over there that skill development is paramount.
Yes.
Like with a 14-year-old, it doesn't matter whether you win the games or not.
Yeah.
Just develop those skills.
And we're going to play 4 times a day, and we're going to sleep 4 in a room and eat goodness knows what. Again, I'm not being critical of AU at all. I just think they're way ahead of us right now in terms of skill instruction and what they value and what we value.
I wanted to go back, and you mentioned Sincere Jones earlier. He's a Virginia guy. Christian Gerdak's from DC. What were those recruitment processes like, and how did they kind of come up on your radar? What did you like about those two, Gerdak and Jones, their games coming out of high school?
Gerdak's the first 9th grader ever offered in high school. I went up to see, I forget who it was, maybe Doug McDaniel. And Christian was walking up out of the basement where the locker room is there at Paul VI, and there's this gigantic kid, that is in the doorway. And I stopped him and spoke, and a very nice exchange. Watched him practice. He had great hands, not afraid to throw his body around, screens well. And I offered him a scholarship then, recruited him throughout his high school career, and that certainly paid dividends. Mom and dad are just awesome people, great family. And Sincere Jones from the Churchland High School, the Truckers, was recruiting the way it used to be. There's a high school coach. There was a mom and dad who were great, easy to deal with, a joy to talk to. His high school coach, a really good coach, and we got lucky. We beat some good people to get him. Glad he's here.
What has David Moats added to your coaching staff, and why was he the right fit for the program?
Well, I think the world of Leon Rice. Leon Rice has become a very good friend. That just kind of happened. Odd timing, Chris. Different and uncomfortable. But you got to do what's right for Virginia Tech, and I tossed around a number of things in my head and what route that I wanted to go. But David's has done great. He's been with us now for a month, 5 weeks. He's still trying to get his feet on the ground. He's got his family out here now. So I am tickled to death that he's here. He's doing a great job, and I'm really enjoying working with him. Was it weird not having Kevin Gilner on the sideline last night? Son of a gun not chirping in my ear for 40 minutes. That was really weird. That's probably that's the first game in probably, we're talking like a decade that he hasn't been on your sideline. I miss him. You know how much I think of him. He's a really, really good coach. I was excited to see his score last night. He got his ears pinned back. I had my ears pinned back a couple of times when I was down there. But he's in it for the long haul. He'll do a great job with that program. I'm happy for a college I think a lot of. I'm happy for Kevin, who I admire a lot. He's missed here, but you move on. David Moats is on board, doing great. With the ACC dropping back to an 18-game schedule model this year, how did that impact your scheduling philosophy? Well, that announcement came on late, if you'll recall. Yes. It does give you some flexibility, Chris. I go back and forth with this non-conference game in February. I'm not sure how I like that, but you see some others that are doing it in a neutral setting, and some really marquee games there in the middle of February as you're heading into your league tournament and hopefully the NCAA tournament. Gives you an opportunity to play a couple more games that can help your resume. We are having a lot of conversations on how best to handle that and potential matchups, and those will be things that continue to work themselves out. I want to end on this note. You got Providence at the Mohegan Sun on Saturday. The last time you were there,
You beat number 3 Villanova and Jay Wright. It was 81-73 in overtime. What memories come flooding back?
1,000 of them. Being in my room, we're supposed to play Temple. Temple's got a positive test and contact tracing. Gosh, I'm so thankful we don't have to deal with that. And the guy calls and says, "I've got a great game for you." I said, "Who is it?" He said, "Villanova." I said, "I don't want to play Villanova." Who in their right mind wants to play that bunch? But I knew it would get out, and I knew it would get back to my team. And if I said no to an opportunity to play the Wildcats, shame on me. Jay was playing at the time. I forget who they were playing. So they had to clear it with him at the end of the game. He agreed to it. That was a great memory. They had a really, really good team. We played a heck of a ball game. I can remember one of 3 times in my life when I asked a kid to miss a foul shot. We're up 1. Making that foul shot doesn't really do you a lot of good. They're out of timeouts. You can't do it without them being out of timeouts. Aluma looked at me like I had 9 heads. If he makes the 1, you're up 2, past the midcourt, ball goes in the air, made 3, you're dead. You're dead. You're going to miss that foul shot. It's got to hit the rim. They're going to throw, a heave-ho from 94 feet, and I'm going to take my chances. He banks the ball in the basket, and I said after the game, I said, that's completely on me. And then the ball goes in, they take it out, they run a play that we all have in. Dean Smith's the first person I saw run it way back in the 70s when they take somebody down and Mutz just ran over top of him. It was a foul. They tie the game. Thank goodness we won it in overtime. That would have not gone over well. Great memories. We played very well the next night against South Florida. Aluma was special. I look forward to being up there without a mask on. I look forward to not being quarantined or confined to a floor and testing for COVID every day, sometimes twice a day. This will be a much better experience. Hope we can win a game.
Yeah, that gosh, what a long time ago that seems.
Man,
now.
It seems like forever ago, David. Forever.
Well, best of luck on
Thanks.
Saturday. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the comfortable chairs and the new set.
I'm impressed.
This is a miles better compared to the old digs, but those were special. Well, that'll do it for episode 451 of the Tech Sideline podcast with our special guest, Virginia Tech men's basketball head coach Mike Young. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video if you haven't already. For Chris Coleman, for Nick Brown behind the scenes, and Mike Young, I'm David Cunningham. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later this week.